Hey, what's up everybody? I know it's been a while, but today we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Switch it up just a little bit. Today we're covering Overwatch, more specifically, Roadhog. So, before you hit that unsubscribe button, rest assured, I'm still playing Destiny. I just love this game, Overwatch, trust me. Still playing Destiny, still putting out Destiny rap battle videos. None of that has changed. But I can't lie and say that this game isn't amazing. It's the first game that's actually had me interested in playing something other than Destiny. So, again, trying to get into this. Still putting out Destiny videos. I'm actually working on my next rap battle too, and another video goes into a little bit about me and my experiences with skill-based matchmaking. Jumping right in, Roadhog isn't a character that you see getting a lot of love. I see a lot of McCrees, a lot of Genjis, ton of Traces out there. So I've seen full teams of Traces. But again, you're missing out if you don't give him a go. I mean, this dude, he's not the sexiest dude. I can tell you that. Look. Nah, he's not no McCree, Clint Eastwood coming in, high noon type of dude. He's just fat and he's got a chain, that's about it. But that chain, that chain is the key to dominating with him. You know what I mean? Once you learn how to use that chain, I'll talk about it a little bit here, how I use them, and I'll show you some examples. But once you get that going, boy, the first thing that I always recommend, again, especially me, to be honest with you, I started out really rough in this game. I liked it a lot, but I couldn't really, kind of similar to Destiny, similar to Titanfall, because Titanfall, again, that was my first FPS. So it started out rough for me. So what I always recommend to everybody watching this, anybody who's looking to get into Destiny, or even anybody who's just trying to try out new characters, is go to the training mode. You want to get a feel for his special, the primary shot, the secondary shot, if they have one, the super, really just get an idea of what this guy can do. Again, I actually have video examples of what I do and what I did to kind of figure out Roadhog and how to properly use him. Now, the next thing that I recommend, and it's actually the first thing I did before I even started the game. Now, the game is so young, so if you have to make any changes, it's probably not too bad just yet, trying to figure it out. You haven't been playing a certain way, but go through the controller layout. The controller layout is amazing in this game. You can customize everything, every button press, without an elite controller, without going into your menus, without any of that. It's available to you day one. So I customized my controller layout to more of a bumper jumper kind of layout. And again, bumper jumper, for those of you who aren't familiar, it just makes it so that jump is up here on the LB rather than on A. Because with A, a lot of times what I have to do is I have to take my thumb off the thumbstick. And just in case you're wondering, yes, those are control freaks. Gives you a little extra height, a little extra control. I recommend getting them if you, I'm not sponsored by any of this stuff I'm talking about, but it does make a difference. Typically you would have to take your thumb off the thumbstick to press A to jump. You don't have to do that with bumper jumper. Your fingers are always, your thumbs are always on the thumbsticks, so I can just press here if I need to jump. So I can maneuver around and at the same time jump and keep my eye on what's going on as far as the action's concerned. Okay. The other thing that I did was I moved the other special, I believe on Agent 76, it's the sprint. I moved sprint to here, but on Roadhog, it's the hook. I moved the hook over here. So instead of being any of these other buttons, I make it so that it's very easily accessible. So in the heat of fights, I can just click that as I'm looking at the guy and yank him in. Last but not least, I move the leash use special, or the one that I don't necessarily need in the heat of battle. I moved it to A. That way, again, for Roadhog, it's going to be his health regenerator thing, the little can he crushes on his face or whatever. I moved it to A so I could duck into cover, hit A, take care of my health, and then get right back out there. So again, let's get into what makes this dude my favorite character in the game. He's fat, he's slow, limited range, doesn't seem like much upside. And that's where the hook comes in. It's devastating. You can pull people, I pulled Pharah out of her super. I pulled Reaper out of their super. It just gives you that range, and it makes it so that you're just a constant danger. in mid-range, to be honest with you, and I'll show you kind of the length of the hook and why I go into practice with this, just to get a feeling down for it. Kind of a muscle memory thing, just so I know when I'm in a fight, do I have enough space to hook this guy? Is it a little bit too far? Can I do it? You know, again, that's where the practice mode really comes in handy. And again, this is really important because in order to dominate with this guy, you gotta know his hook's limitations and range. So here I'm showing the outer limits of what it can do. So get comfortable with this range. It will dictate when and where you can push. And you can also see, you know, a quick example of, you know, just how far you can get with this thing. I mean, originally you think it's like a close range weapon or a close range tool. Like, no, you can get some pretty crazy distance. And it took me coming to the practice range just to see, you know, how far its outer limits can be. So that's where, you know, again, you may not need to go into the practice range after this, but it's important that you realize, you know, just how far you can get with this thing. This leads me to the weapon. You know, it's a junkyard shotgun that does massive damage. You know, land all of the pellets and you'll make quick work of any, you know, hero with 200 HP. And when I first started out, I didn't realize, again, the difference between the first and secondary options on this shotgun. I thought the secondary was more of a concentrated blast, and, you know, shot it at close range thinking I would do much more damage because, you know, again, I just figured all the pellets were built into one. I got frustrated, you know, when I wasn't doing much damage, hitting people dead on, and I realized it was actually better than what I thought it was originally. What it does is it extends the shotgun blast. The ball of pellets, it shoots out about 10 feet and then explodes in a normal shotgun blast, kind of effectively extending your range and keeps people from trying to push, you know, Reaper, I'm looking at you, at bay. So speaking of Reapers, sometimes the hook seems counterproductive for using with them, to be honest with you, because it essentially pulls them into their closer ranges where they're at their best. Doing this originally got me killed a lot against a good Reaper until I started implementing this little, not combo, but combo. So this is how it goes. Hook, shotgun, melee, jump backwards, and then secondary shotgun. So this may seem a little bit complicated initially, but once you get it down, boy, it works pretty much every time. And it makes it so that when you jump back after you've done your mini combo, it gives you just enough time to reset your shotgun, because you know there's a little bit of a gap in between each shot, just to reset your shotgun and get some distance in between them so they can't do as much damage. Again, the Reaper is amazing, really close quarters, but as soon as you start backing up a little bit, that damage fall off comes in. So what are some strategies that I like to do? Number one, quick thing that, you know, will save you a ton of lives is to push when you have your hook and kind of chill, relax when you don't. And when I say push, I don't mean just run out there in the middle of the field. I mean, it's a team brawl. So if you run out there in the middle, you don't have many options for escape. When I say push, I mean, you know, start peeking, start getting around there, you know, looking for open opportunities. Really, again, this isn't the kind of guy that you want to take on like 3 or 4 people with, just because there is, you know, some space in between your shots. And again, you don't really have a real way to kind of get out of there if you get into trouble. To be honest with you, one of my favorite things to do, and it's kind of a crappy thing to do, but hey, this is war, is pull the healers from battle. So if I see, you know, a Lucio or a Mercy kind of running around, healing people as the fight is, you know, going on, kind of making it much harder for my team, I'll pull them first and then deal with everybody else. Another tip, always be healing, ABH. This ensures that every time you go into a gunfight, you're ready. You know, you're not, I mean, they use that 600 health. Don't ever go into a gunfight at 300 health if you don't have to. I mean, the health benefit that you get from your special is substantial. You get half of your health back each time that you do it. So if I know I'm in a situation, I mean, the cooldown isn't crazy long. I'll wait for a little bit, get my health back, and go right back into there. Also, I mean, if you're in a gunfight and you see a corner or a wall, a lot of times that'll save you. Even if you're taking damage, if you know you're not gonna make it out of there in time, heal, you know, just pop around a corner really quickly. They may be coming for you still, but I don't know how many times that saved me when I've healed, even in the middle of a gunfight, and then come out on top, because that health, you know, that health is so substantial that you get back from your special. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want me to keep putting out Overwatch videos. Man, I love it. I really want to kind of get into this as well as Destiny. I think it'll be good for the channel. Give it a little bit of variety, you know what I mean? But again, I'm not stopping Destiny. No reason to unsubscribe. I'm still here, still working on the Destiny rap battle. So, I just got a lot planned for the channel. Hopefully we can continue to expand on things that you guys enjoy and like to play. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll actually have another Destiny video coming out right after this. So, wait around. I'll be here with you. All right, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Daddy Fat Snaps out.